Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis for big mega cap stocks. So show your support by hitting that thumbs up button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, and that means a lot to me. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, my analysis in 3 days of live trading, definitely check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it, guys. And before we get started today, I want to wish you guys a very happy Merry Christmas, happy holidays. And now let's get right into it. Amazon down on the day Friday 0.27% and barely holding, rising 5-day moving average right here as a support 153.45. So this is going to be a key level to watch on Tuesday, 153.45. Below that, you could see a dump off all the way down to 150. And then we also have support down here. Now we have rising 20-day moving average sitting at 148.58. And then this critical support 146. This breakout from 146. Finally, we got above 150. And I said it before, once we get above 150, you're going to see explosion all the way up to 155. And this thing went above and beyond 155.63, and now it's pulling back. So some more consolidation maybe right here. And then once we get that breakout above 155, there's going to be more upside and possibly a fresh new all-time high. Now going into Tuesday's session, you want to watch 153.45 as a support, and below that 150, 148.58, and then 146 on Amazon. On Google, stock it's up 0.65%, and Google clearly got that breakout above 142 now. Not only above 140, now it's above 142, and that should open up the door for a run all the way up to 145 on Google stock. Now also, we gapped up on Friday, so we got a gap down here at 142 on a pullback. 142 should be a strong support, but if this thing gives up 142, then watch out for 140, and then this gap down here 138.77. 142 can hold, then watch out for a move and the next stop all the way up here 145 on Google. On AMD, it's kind of a flat day, only down 0.22%, and AMD again holding. I mean, look at the low here on Friday, 138.31, holding 138 again as a support, went back up, and now trading just below 140. Now here on AMD, we saw some consolidation right here, and then explosive move to the upside from 118, got up to 143.47, and now again AMD just consolidating right here. So that means one thing, AMD can stay above 138. The next stop, watch out for a move up to 142 and then 148. And why? Because look at this upper Bollinger Band already expanded up to 148. So that should be the next stop as long as AMD can hold 138 as a support. Now below 138, now we have support down here, 135, rising 13-day moving average. And below that, we also have support right here between 132 and 20-day moving average right here, 130. On Meta, it's slightly down on the day, or kind of a flat day, only down 0.20%. And again, another push to break out above 355. And we got rejected, came down, and now trading above 350. So here on Meta, I think the path is clear. As long as Meta can stay above, I would say, rising 5-day moving average, you're going to see Meta going all the way up to not only 355, possibly up to even 361 to close that weekly gap on top. Now here on Meta, on a pullback, rising 5-day moving average right here, that's going to be key level to watch going into Tuesday, 350. And if that gives up, you might get lucky and you see a dip here on Meta down to 343, and that's going to be this breakout right here on Meta only if we get some sort of a pullback down to 343. So far, last week, next week also, it's a short week and no pullback here. Yes, we got a pullback from the top, but you can see it's barely down on the day, only 0.20%. So 350, 343, key level to watch on a pullback right here on Meta, and above 355. That's going to be a massive breakout, and the next stop here on Meta will be 361. On Microsoft, it's up 0.28%, and Microsoft again holding right here. If you look at my screen, 372 to 373. And why? Because we got all these moving averages right here sitting between 372 and 373, and also we have a resistance at 375. So Microsoft going into Tuesday can clear 375. The next stop definitely right up here, 380, and below 375 this thing needs to hold 373 to 372 right here as a support, and below that we also have the strong support 366, and once we get under 366, then watch out for a dump off down to red line 50 SMA right here, 360, and then this gap 357.54. On Apple, stock is down 0.5%, and Apple now trading below rising 20 SMA right here, 193.67. So now Apple looks like it wants to come down here to fill this gap at 190, and this is going to be a strong support right here on a pullback on Apple stock. Now below 190 we also have support down here, 188, lower Bollinger Band, and then this gap 186.03. Now to the upside, now Apple definitely needs to break 195, and Apple can stay above 195, then watch out for a move up to 198 to even 200. On Tesla, stock is down 0.77%, and Tesla holding 252 as a support into closing, and this is going to be a critical level going into Tuesday's session right here, 252. Below that we also have support down here, and that is kind of in line with this resistance trend line right here, a breakout retest right here around 244 to 245 with 20-day moving average right here sitting at 244.50, and then we also have this gap down here just under 241, which is going to be another strong support below 244 to 245. To the upside, as long as Tesla can hold 252, the next stop 262, and then 278, and possibly coming all the way up here to close this massive gap just under 290. On Nvidia, stock is down 0.33%, and Nvidia now trading above 482, and you can see last 4 days or 5 days here, Nvidia cannot break and hold 5-day moving average right here, 491.22. So to the upside, now Nvidia needs to break 491.22, and above that you could see a retest of that previous all-time high right here, 505.48, and above this level right here, that's gonna be a massive breakout for more upside on Nvidia. On a pullback, critical support to watch 482, 477, and below that all the way down here 462, and then 460. On Netflix, it's down 1%, and look at this pullback right here, exactly down to 485 and holding 485 as a support into closing. So this is going to be a key level to watch on Netflix going into Tuesday. Below 485, you're going to see a dump off down to this gap, 473, and this is going to be a strong level. And why? Because we have rising 20-day moving average sitting at 471, and also 13-day moving average right here sitting at 472.77. So strong support right here at 473. On a pullback, this gap will likely to get filled early as next week once we get that dump off below 485, and then you're going to see continuation from here after filling this gap at 473. Now somehow if this thing actually holds 485 going into Tuesday, then watch out for a move back up to 500, and then possibly going back up to even 506 to close that gap on top. So Netflix, this is gonna be your line in the sand going into Tuesday, 485. Below the gap 473, and above watch out for 500 and possibly up to even 506. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.